teachers, I am back with a really fun, quick and easy game that you can use with your young students. So this is a rhythm-based activity. It's actually kind of rhythm vocabulary. It's focused on helping students learn the names of the note values and reinforcing those. So you can use this as an introductory activity, or you can use it as review and as a way to reinforce the recognition of those note values. So this is another activity that I adapted from the Music Mind Games curriculum. So in the original activity, Music Mind Games has these great puzzle pieces like this, and students can actually use the puzzle pieces. So there's flags, there's stems, there's note heads, and then you can fill in the note heads, and all of these things. Now these, of course, I did not magnetize, and the reason I didn't well, it's because I only had one set, and also because students don't have these at home, so then it becomes not as not as useful. So I found a way to easily to adapt this to use without these puzzles. So in the Music Mind Game curriculum, this is just called Blue Puzzle Notes and Rests. So I'll go ahead and introduce this to you and just kind of take you through it. It's very interactive, so that you and the student will be talking back and forth. What you'll ideally, if you have a large magnetic dry erase board, I sound like a broken record because I know I say that in every video. Maybe these are now selling out across the country. But it's a really useful tool. If you don't have that, you could use a smaller handheld dry erase or just a smaller dry erase overall. And if it's not magnetic, you know, you could probably get by with using tape or some different things. So just be creative, be resourceful. I think we're all getting really good at that during this time. So, but I'll just take you through the activity like I do it, and then you can adapt it as you need to. So I'm going to turn this around to my board. So a lot of this activity is going to be call and response between you and the student. You're going to draw something, you're going to say the name, then they're going to draw it and say the name, kind of an idea. So here we go. You'll kind of see it builds. So the first thing, whole note. So you would give them a chance to draw it and say whole note. And I'm thinking too, for some students, they might want more than one piece of paper. It depends how big or small they draw. You'll get all sorts of varieties. So then you do that again. Whole note. They say whole note. You add something, half note. Ooh, half note. They say half note. And then you start again. Make this a little shorter. Okay. Whole note. They repeat whole note. Half note. They repeat half note. You're like, ooh, look what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fill that in. Quarter note. Ooh, quarter note. So you see the repetition that's built into the game, and that's really what makes this so wonderful. You do it again. Whole note. They say whole note. Half note. You get the idea. They say half note. Quarter note. They say quarter note. Then, look at this. I'm going to add a flag. Eighth note. And then they say eighth note. Now, I'll do the last one. And then one more time. Whole note. Half note. Quarter note. And say these with lots of enthusiasms. Use different voices. Eighth note. Now we're going to add another flag. 16th note. So you can be very animated with them. Now, drawing these things can be challenging for a really young student. So if a parent is there to help, and even if they don't draw it exactly, they're still seeing it up here, and that's okay. You know, the most important part is that they're saying the things and they're seeing what you have on the board. So that's really the first step, just going through that process. And you can do this repeatedly in a number of lessons to kind of work on this if you want to, if it's needed. Then the next step is to show them the length of these things. So I have some secret things over here, and the great thing about teaching online is you can keep lots of things a secret out of their vision line. So you might ask them, which one of these notes do you maybe think is the shortest or the longest? So we're going to find that out. So here's our very first one. Oh, look at how tiny that is. That's our 16th note up there. So I do not have these magnetized, again, because I only have one set, and I don't want to, so I go ahead and do it like that. Just put a magnet on it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next one. Do you think it's longer or shorter? And it's a little bit longer. You can put it up there and you can have discussions about this. You know, let them be curious, let them discover things, let them, you know, make comments as they see things and notice things. That's our 8th note. Okay, now look at this one. This one's pretty long. We're getting pretty long, aren't we? There's our quarter note. Put that up here. How long do you think this one's going to be? How long is our half note going to be? Are you ready? All right, here we go. Still coming. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Look at how long that is. Wow, there is our half note. Okay, so notice what's happening. I wonder how long this one's going to be. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Where is it? Wow, that is a really, really, really long note. So there's our whole note. So, pardon my sound effects, but that's how you can really have fun with. I know that you all didn't need the sound effects. But that's a really, really fun and memorable way for the student to learn about those note values. So use that, adapt that any way you like. It's a really fun activity. I actually always really look forward to the lessons when I get to do this with beginning students. So it's so much fun. Alrighty, I hope you have a great time with that, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye-bye.